"You can't leave yet without a piece of wedding cake," Martin Short declared with a laugh, fork in hand, as he kicked off the story that had Jimmy Kimmel live. Audiences in stitches. The 75-year-old comedic legend was sharing how he almost ruined his Only Murders in the Building co-star Selena Gomez and her husband Blanco's beautiful wedding, not with drama, but with a dessert disaster that felt straight out of a sitcom. Short described the scene from September 27, 2025, when the couple tied the knot in Santa Barbara, California. By all accounts, it was a magical day, the kind of wedding every couple dreams of, complete with big tents, music, friends, and a star-studded guest list that included castmates Steve Martin and Paul Rudd. Short spoke warmly of the couple's chemistry and how perfect the ceremony was before the reception hiccup. "I just assumed there was a wedding cake for each section in the back," Short confessed, recalling the unexpected turn of events. His group from Only Murders in the Building was seated in a cozy corner of the reception, laughing and chatting when a small, heart-shaped cake sat nearby. In his mind, it was one of many desserts for guests, not the official wedding cake. With that assumption and maybe a cocktail or two in his system, Short told fellow guest Steve Martin that they couldn't possibly leave without a slice of cake. So, armed with a fork and good intentions, he made two neat cuts into what turned out to be Selena and Benny's actual wedding cake. The response was instant: laughter, gasps, and a chorus of "Marty" from his group. For a moment, it felt like a wedding gone wrong. The moment was just an hour before the planned grand cake cutting for the newlyweds, and suddenly the pristine dessert had fork marks that were impossible to ignore. Ever the entertainer, Short attempted to fix it with a fork, only to make the situation more comically chaotic. Rather than let the faux pas derail the celebration, the wedding coordinator and chef were called in to work their magic. Short joked that they performed what could only be described as cake surgery, turning it back into something worthy of the event. In the end, it looked like a true Hollywood wedding cake, still beautiful, just with a little more character than before. "I kept saying, guys, we can't let Selena know," Short recalled with a grin, admitting he and Steve briefly debated keeping the mishap a secret. But when Selena herself playfully approached him later in the night, saying, "Hey Marty, I heard you tried to eat my cake," it became clear she took it in stride with good humor. Ultimately, what could have been a disaster became one of the most talked about wedding stories of the year, not for drama or tears, but for laughter, friendship, and a reminder that even the most perfect days can survive a little unexpected slice of chaos.